Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Here's a question on Quora, Quora, that I think was interesting, and I'll attempt to answer. I'm working for a fairly large New York City company where I was the first software engineer on board. I have 10 plus years of software development experience. In the past, I've simply applied normally for open jobs. However, the most interesting jobs tend to be filled before they get advertised. So I'd like to see if tech recruiters can help me out here. In the past, I've been contacted by recruiters that just searched for keywords, which have been a complete waste of time. So I'm looking for recruiters that can actually find jobs that match my profile. Now, like everything these days, it's all in the relationship. And you want to put yourself in the position where you actually have a relationship with recruiters who are competent. How do you find recruiters that are competent? Well, let's start off with a LinkedIn profile. You start searching for recruiters in your target geography. You start looking for recruiters who might have positions that are available that superficially fit your background. But if you think you can lurch from job search to job search with people looking out for you, let me just remind you the fact that you're asking people to work for nothing, and they're actually getting paid by employers to fill jobs. And I know this may not seem like a dichotomy to you, but it actually is. You think that they recruit for you or they're trying to find work for you. That's not their job. Their job is to earn a commission by helping an organization find talent that they specify, and then from there identify talent that fits those roles. That's the nature of recruiting. Everything else that you're being told is BS. So let's go further. How do you find those people? You can start with ads. But ads are just probably going to get you more of what you've already gotten. What you really want to start doing is looking at LinkedIn profiles of recruiters that have jobs in your area. And what you're looking for is a couple of things. Numbers of years of experience. I'm not going to do a commercial for myself, but I'll simply say that more experience and a stable background is going to tell you something about the recruiter. What's it going to tell you? Here's it real simple. You see someone with 6 months here, 3 months there, 9 months there, who's changed jobs pretty regularly, they're probably not a good producer because their firm would have tried to tie them in and make them a part of their day-to-day operations. Instead, they're being let go regularly and they have to find another job, and someone else is giving them a chance, but they're not necessarily filling lots of positions. So that's trick number one. Trick number two is see if you can find people who are writing, publishing, what have you, because they're committed to their career. They're not necessarily burn and churn artists. So that's a second factor. A third thing is, well, listen to how they talk to you. Are they commoditizing you, or are they actually taking some care in how they communicate with you? When they talk about a job opportunity, well, the fact of the matter is, do they sound knowledgeable or do they sound like a jerk? I think you can discern the difference. You've recognized enough jerks through their behavior. And, at the end of the day, someone calls you about a job and you say, so tell me about your background. They talk with you about it. And you go to their LinkedIn profile, you find it's BS. They're lying to you. It's an interesting thing that I think happens pretty often. Recruiters tell the truth on their LinkedIn profile. They don't necessarily tell the truth when they talk to people over the phone. So it's a funny dichotomy. But at the end of the day, you have work to do in order to find these people, evaluate them, and determine whether or not they can really help. And recognize that after you find this job, and it seems like you've been in one place for 10 years, and you're not a junior individual, stay in touch. Use them as a recruiting source for hiring. Keep them posted on what's going on at the firm that you join, and introduce them to people that are involved with hiring. That's going to make you an ally for them and make you someone that they're going to want to help for many years to come. Lurching from job search to job search is a mistaken strategy. Thinking that you can just arrive cold and have people leap all over you and care about you and be competent, it doesn't work that way. Just like you've just haven't paid attention to recruiters for 10 years, well, suddenly if you disappear after this search, they're not paying attention to you. I've got a new little guide out. It's available for Kindle. It's also on my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. It's called Get Ready for the Job Jungle. It's basically preparation tips for preparing to job search. And there's a good section in there about care and feeding tips for recruiters. It's a buck. It's not like I'm trying to get rich on this thing, So order a copy at my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, or get one for your Kindle, where I make a whopping 35 cents for this. But I just think it's a useful tool. If I could give it away for free, I would. But firms want money for what they do. So I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I hope you find this helpful. Come over to my website, thebiggamehunter.us, where I've got a lot of content that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Because one of the things you're going to discover pretty quickly is, even if you've been involved in the hiring process, you're an amateur once you're on the other side of the desk. So there's a lot of Q&A for questions that are asked on interviews, including brain teasers. Again, visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. Go exploring. Like I said, a lot of content that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. A few final things. We're probably not connected on LinkedIn. Send a connection request at linkedin.com/IN/TheBigGameHunter. And follow my firm, The Big Game Hunter Incorporated, on LinkedIn, where I have, I put out jobs I'm recruiting for, and also new YouTube videos about job search. Lastly, order the little guide. It'll help you a lot in getting prepared for this job search. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Hope you found this helpful. Take care.